Putting in a new brewery back, starting the demolition in 12 and getting the brewery put in 13, there was something that was kind of, we had left where we had been. Up until that point, we had always just served beer and served it across a bar, and that's the safest, most beautiful thing that you can do as a brewery. Once you start putting that beer in a package and giving it to another business, you don't know what's going to happen from that point on. You don't know how your baby's going to be treated.
My name's David Figueroa, and I'm the head brewer here. I come in every day at 7. I just brew all day. I do 2 batches a day, and I'll be here up to about 4 or 5, just constant brewing. I stay pretty much here. This is my little office. I'll come in, make sure boiler's on, water's ready, check pH, get it to temp, and then start mashing in this mash tun right here. Mashing in is getting the hot water and all your grains, throwing them in here and creating water with fermentable sugars. Later on, that's food for the yeast. So the yeast eats up those sugars and you're creating CO2 and alcohol. We let them sit in fermenters for 14 to 16 days. Once they're ready, we filter the beer into the bright tanks and they get carbonated. And then from there, they get kegged off to go to the bar. Our distributor picks up twice a week.
My name is Luke Edward. I'm a brewery logistician here at Barrio Brewing. I try and help with the flow through the brewery from brew house production through to the canning and kegging all the way through to the distributors. So I just try and make sure everybody's on the same page with workflow and getting product out through the brewery. Once David, the head brewer, brews a beer, we determine how much beer he needs for cans, and then we put the rest into kegs and balance that out between full-size kegs and slims.
I'm Dylan, and I keg and can mostly. We'll start our day off, we'll start loading cans from the pallet. It'll come down, it'll flip, it'll be rinsed out, purged with CO2, and then from there it'll be filled. The lids will drop down on each can, it'll be sealed. From there it'll be packaged and put on a pallet.
My name's Charles Billingsley, and I'm the quality manager here at Barrio Brewing Company. We're just monitoring various parts of the brewing process. We're doing cell counts for the yeast, pH of the brewing water, pH of the mash. David, who's the head brewer, is usually pulling the samples, and then one of us will go down and grab the sample and bring it up to the lab, and then work with the benchtop pH meter that we have in the lab. We put the sample onto a magnetic stir plate, stirring that sample, and then dropping that pH electrode into that sample. If we feel we need to make a slight adjustment, then we're documenting what we see.
I just said, well, if we're going to do this, it's going to cost this for this, and it's going to cost so much to put in a quality control lab and hire the people that are going to be doing all of these crazy stuff that I don't understand. We were very sober about what it was going to take, and we started growing, and it was slow enough and easy enough. And we're statewide now, so we prepared ahead of that to not only have the equipment it took to make the beer, but we also put into place the equipment to make sure that it was exactly the beer that we wanted in the market. And that's a difficult thing to do. But at the end of the day, I know that anything that we put out right now, I will stand by.